Hey everybody, how are you? Long time no post, I guess. I think I'm gonna post another video before this. I did like 3 or 4 videos on the whole Charlie Kirk thing. And I tied certain things in with black men into one of the videos. So I have to figure out which video I'm going to post, and I'm going to post that because, yeah, I think one was like an hour long. I'm not going to post that because I know y'all don't want to sit through that. But, yeah, I think I'm going to post that before I post this. Or if I might try to post them both today, hopefully. Anyway, hi, I hope everybody had a fabulous summer. I haven't really been on social media like that. At least I've been trying to stay away from it, especially YouTube. I just don't like the censorship that's going on. But that's another story, another video. This video is going to be brief because I want to make it brief. I saw a TikTok video of a black woman who seemed like she would say things like, protect the dolls and trans women are women. And I was like, wow, that was so cool. But I saw another video of another black woman. And she was talking about the whole DL topic, which is so draining. It's so tired, and it's just so one-sided and just, it's hypocritical. Like, it's just a real hypocritical topic because there are more or just as many women that are on a DL as there are men. And you can argue and say that, oh, well, the men are the ones that they're sleeping with each other and they're bringing back diseases. Well, no, you have an option to protect yourself. I wouldn't sleep with no man that I don't know without a condom. And even the ones that I do know, I wouldn't sleep with them without a condom. I got into a debate on Instagram and they were trying to read me, y'all. I had to really intellectually spank them because I was like, you can pretend like you know someone and you've been talking to them for months or whatever all you want, but the bottom line is you don't know them. You don't know what they do, where they've been. They probably don't even know what their status is, their STI status. They don't even know, especially the men. They don't go to get checked out like that. Y'all are sleeping, when it comes to especially the ninjas, the dusties, y'all are sleeping with a group of men that you will never really see in a fucking hospital. I don't see them. I don't even see them in a dentist. Okay. I mean, they're not working. A lot of them aren't working. A lot of them want to be content creators and they want to do dumb shit and like to get attention. No, I don't see, like, y'all are dealing with a bunch of men that, I always challenge people. I'm like, the next time you go to a doctor's office, tell me how many ninjas, how many black men do you see? And they always come back and be like, bitch, I went to see my primary doctor and at NYU or whatever, and I didn't see not one black man waiting to see the doctor. Not one. And y'all are having unprotected sex with them? And you think, but here's the thing. When they were trying to come for me, because I was like, well, you can always protect yourself. And they're like, that's not an option. We want to feel it. I'm like, well, y'all are going to learn a very valuable lesson. And I want y'all to remember what the fuck y'all saying. Because you know what? I grew up at a time when there was AIDS and HIV. And bitch, it scared me. Like, you couldn't even go back there without protection. You couldn't even play back there without protection with me. I don't play that. I think my generation, because of that trauma from that pandemic, because it really was a pandemic. It was a world epidemic / pandemic. It was more of an epidemic that affected the world. And people didn't know if they were going to live or not. People didn't, you were extra cautious. This generation is so entitled and privileged. Not only just with the STIs and the sexual communicated diseases, but look at politics. Look at social issues. They're protected. We've handed them a beautiful life with protections and rights. And they are walking around with that privilege. And they're going to learn. They're going to learn the hard way. They just are. What they say, a hard head leads to a soft behind. They're going to learn the hard way. And it's not going to be pretty for them. Because there's no protections when it comes to the CDC anymore. Because they fired all of the scientists. There's no protections. It just seems like, I don't want to get into a political thing. I did enough of that in other videos. And I don't feel comfortable doing it on this platform. I think I'm going to try, I've been saying, I've been trying to find a way so that we all can communicate off of here. The people that want to be a part of a community, of a tribe, of support and allyship, I'm trying to figure it out. How we all can really, really, really speak the real deal. Okay? I'm thinking of doing a Patreon or something. Something where I can speak to y'all. Or even something free. I don't know. I'm figuring it out. But here's the thing. These people, this generation now is entitled. They were too young to remember how devastating AIDS was. And how scary that was. Okay? You have a lot of cis people, especially heterosexual people, that just believe that it's a gay disease. And it's not. There's so many women, there's literally, especially in the black community, the greatest number of new cases are black women. And that speaks volumes. But here's the thing. They're talking about this DL thing. And like I said, it's very one-sided. But they're talking about it. And they're getting the tea from gay men. And I'm like, for biological females, if you are trying to find out which one of y'all's men's are on the DL, don't go to no gay man. You're dumb. Because most straight men that are even trans attracted are not going to gay men. I'm sorry. They're just not. I remember there were times in the past when I was younger when I would try to have a threesome with me, my gay bestie, at the time, whoever my gay bestie was, and a straight dude. The straight dude was like, no, I'm not gay. I just want to fuck with you. It was, to him, he was very adamant. Y'all are out here because y'all think it's all the same thing, and you have a better relationship with the gay boys because you're not threatened by them and you don't feel any kind of way, and they sit around you talking about the trans girls. But though you think that those are your duties, bitch, let me tell you something. And I'm gonna give y'all a piece of advice to all the females that are listening to me and to this video. I'm gonna tell you this. Gay men, a majority of them, the collective, especially the black ones, they glorify DL culture. They'll tell you, oh, it's horrible, and this is how you find out if your man is DL. They don't even know, because these DL men aren't really fucking them. They're fucking the trans girls. The DL men that are fucking them are the butch queens that are still, on the down. They're trying to, they don't want you. Let me give you the science. Okay? Because I know gay men. I've been around them my whole life almost. In the gay community, we're taking straight men, we're taking straight women, and we're taking trans women out the fucking picture. When it's just gay men, they can be in a setting or a space, and they're all, for the most part, are going to pretend to be straight. A lot of them are still walking around with internalized homophobia. A lot of them will do that because they know the mentality of gay men. They know that you can't be too feminine or you're not going to get... Like, say if you go into a cruising space. Like, say if you go into a cruising park or a cruising strip. Right? And it's a bunch of gay dudes all trying to hook up. They're all gonna put on their most bangy, most masculine, thugged out apparel because they know that you can't be too feminine. If they can sense that you're cunt, if they can sense femininity on you, they will reject you. Okay? They will reject you. So the DL men that these gay men are talking about are other out gay men who are just cosplaying as thugs and straight men because they know in those situations they're not going to be able to get the sex. They're not going to be able to top that guy, because it's all about sex with a lot of them. They're not going to be able to top that pretty dude that may be a little bit more masculine than the rest. They may not be able to fuck with him if they're too cunty and too feminine and too gay. So they have to butch it up and play straight and literally pretend to be something that they're not, in order to sleep with other gay men that are very, very anti-femme. They're very femophobic. For decades, gay men have discriminated against each other. No fats, no femmes. That was a thing where you couldn't get into certain spaces that gay men occupied and controlled if you were too feminine and too fat. Okay? So when you have a DL whisperer, a big old greasy lip, funky, dirty, assy motherfucking sissy, punk, sitting here and giving y'all motherfucking the game, y'all are dumb because he doesn't know the game. He's no gay man, no straight man, I should say, is fucking him. Even though he does get up in geesh. He does get up in wigs. I've seen videos of him up in drags. I want biological women. This is the only jewels I'm going to give you. Because y'all really are so anti-trans. And your pride and ego and whatever that thing is won't allow you to even embrace us. But I'm going to tell you this, sweetie. Stop letting people gaslight you and manipulate you and grift to your side because it's profitable. Because I see so many dudes doing straight men, gay men doing videos pandering to y'all. Because they know that black women are the first ones to support everybody. As long as you sit and coddle them and stroke their ego and say the black woman is God and the black woman is underprotected and all this other stuff. They're the main ones that everybody sees how vulnerable and fragile you are in terms of your egos. And they play on it. And they're monetizing off of it. Because a lot of these gay guys that are sitting up and doing these platforms have no problem sleeping with your man. I want y'all all, to the straight women, the biological females, I want you to do a search. Go on Google and do a search. Excuse me. Do a search. Type in straight ebony homemade DL. Okay, let me just phrase it better and differently. I want y'all to go to Google right now and type in homemade ebony DL thugs fucking. Okay? You don't have to click on the videos and the sexual acts. I just want you to read the descriptions that these gay men are creating. And it'll prove to you that they glorify DL culture. It's a badge of honor. They have been playing in your face because they too are fighting to get the straight. They're trying to get the trans girls erased because they're jealous of the trans girls and because they want to be able to get up in drags to sleep with the straight men because they think that that's what trans is about. And not only as everyone knows, not only do the straight men know the difference between a cross-dresser and a drag and a trans girl, but they're not fucking these dudes. But I want you to go and look at all, there's hundreds, thousands of videos. Okay? Thousands of videos. They glorify DL culture. But here's the thing. Those aren't straight men. Those are gay men. Look at the arched eyebrows under the fitted hat. Look at the greasy lips. Look at the mannerisms. Those are gay men. Those aren't straight men, sweetie. They've been playing in your fucking face. Okay? Because they know that y'all obsessed with this topic. And you're going to the wrong experts. Y'all have treated trans women like shit for 10 years straight. Because you saw how pretty and passable we could be. And y'all waged war with us when you could have had a sisterhood. Because, bitch, if you're trying to find out who your baby daddy is fucking, he's not fucking these gay boys. I promise you. Let me tell you something. Men now, and to my trans women, y'all better fucking get your money. Either get your money or avoid them altogether. Because these niggas are starting to feel safer. The way they felt safe 10, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, fucking us out in the open. They're bold with trying to get our attention. They're bold with it. And if they're bold and they're playing even more. Most of these dudes are playing with the trans girls. They're back to playing in the trans community and playing and sleeping with the dolls now because they feel safe. The whole world has demonized trans women. We have become public enemy number one because of them and because of these same women that want to find out about the DL culture and these gay boys. All of them. The whole world has demonized us. And look at where we're at. They have demonized us. So now these men are paying attention. So now they want to play. Now the coast is clear. Now I can holler at these trans girls in broad daylight. Okay? They're disgusting. Everybody's disgusting to me. But that's the last advice I'm going to give you, straight females. Because y'all don't even deserve that jewels that I just dropped. But yes, sweetie, your men are out here doing everything that they can to sleep with a trans woman. Bitch, let me tell you something. If I gave you my phone, if I gave you my phone, you would gag. They're all straight. They all have females, baby mothers and wives and stuff like that. I may not date them. Once I find out that you have a wife, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, whatever, I don't want to deal with you. But to my females, this is in closing, the last statement I'm going to make on it, y'all dumb. A lot of y'all are just dumb, and y'all so emotional and dumb. I'm sorry. Because all you have to do is sit back and fucking pay attention. What would make a bunch of gay men turn on their own community? And why? Have you even thought about that? Okay? And like I said, once y'all Google what I told you to Google, you're going to see these gay men are really not your friends. A lot of them are your enemies. They will sleep with your man behind your back, and they will keep his secrets forever. I see so many videos on Instagram of DL men. Type in, go on Instagram, y'all. Look at all the videos that the gay men post on Instagram about the DL men. Oh, the DL men. The DL, he told me not to say anything, and I won't. Go ahead. I want you to go on Instagram. You don't even have to go on Google. Well, no, go on Google, because I want y'all to see how they glorify and pedestalize these fucking DLs, which are essentially just gay men trying to butch up so that they can sleep with each other. Like, it's just crazy. Okay? But go on Instagram. Go on Instagram. Look at all the DL, like, the stuff that they post about DL men. Girl. And here's the thing. To you, I'm going to do another video to the gay boys, because to the gay men that are really cool, that are supportive, that are pro-trans, I love you. This is not about you. But y'all know the messy bitches in y'all community, the other gay men that are horrible and disgusting even with y'all. This is for them. A lot of them are being set up now because they're an easy lick. They're an easy lick. They're so thirsty. It goes back to my fucking statement. They're so thirsty to try to get a straight man that they will put themselves in really dangerous situations, and look at what's happening. They're being set up. These fucking unalivers and robbers and really degenerate bandits, and even the MAGA nuts are disguising themselves as gay men that are interested, and they're having these gay men meet them, and they're setting them up to be harmed. Okay? But gay men, they glorify it. They glorify it. And they've been doing this blatantly in everyone's face. But y'all believe that those are your Judies? And y'all hate the trans girls? And you're believing these dudes that don't even have, and you're giving them money. Every time you watch a fucking DL Whisperer video, you're giving that punk motherfucking money. He's able to monetize off of fucking fooling y'all and manipulating you. But you know what? Whatever. Y'all so worried about DL men, y'all need to fucking come clean and talk about how most of y'all are DL. Catch those T's. Anyway, to my dolls, I love you. We gonna be okay. I'm going to say that at the end of every video if I remember. Okay? Because this shit that's going on is too much. But I love y'all. Bye.